Hello guys, I welcome you to the Data Mining Basics, a new course on data mining. And in this course, I'll try to illustrate all the important technical terminologies related to data mining and about different data mining techniques which are frequently used and which are very important. Okay, so this course will be very important for you as theoretical knowledge about this data mining techniques is very important to understand or to implement those different techniques. So first of all, in this tutorial series, I'll try to cover all those theoretical backgrounds, and after that, I'll come into the practical implementation of those techniques from Python. Okay, myself Dr. Dibya Jyoti Bora, and this is the lecture number 1. And today our topic is data mining as a knowledge discovery process. That is data mining as a KDD process. Okay. Now, what do you mean by data mining? See, data mining in general terms means mining or digging deep into the data which is in different forms to gain patterns and to gain knowledge on that pattern. So, what more important in this definition is digging deep into data. As you know, in our common day-to-day work, we use mining to explore minerals from earth, of course, from deep of the earth, isn't it? So those minerals are very important for us, and those are not really accessible without we go into the deep of the earth. So similarly, in a big amount of data, some important patterns are hiding there. Okay, so we need to find those patterns and thereby extract them and convert them into knowledge. And you know, knowledge means what? Important applications of those patterns, isn't it? So that's why the definition is like that. Data mining in general terms means mining or digging deep into data which is in different forms to gain patterns and to gain knowledge on that pattern. Now, in this process of data mining, 3 important steps are involved. Broadly speaking, 3 important steps are involved. What are they? First, you know, large data sets are sorted. You have to sort the large data set. Then, we need to identify the patterns, that is, patterns are identified. Then, relationships are established to perform data analysis and solve the pattern or problems. Means, after identifying the patterns, you need to perform more clear observation on those patterns and thereby establish relations which will help us to solve some particular problem. Clear? Now, if we talk about data mining as a knowledge discovery process, up to now you got it that we are performing this data mining to gain knowledge from a big amount of data. Okay, so that's why we have the term data mining as a knowledge discovery process. But in this process, several important techniques are involved, or I can say several important steps are involved, which are very important, and the sequence is also important. Sequence means one after another, you have to perform those steps. So first coming to the first step, that is data cleaning. This is sometimes also known as data cleansing. Okay, so in data cleansing, what happens? The noise and inconsistent data is removed. As I have already said that here we are talking about a large data set. So in those data set, may not be all those data are important for us. So we have to remove those unimportant, or I can say that inconsistent data. Also, the noise present in the data. Noise means what? Those data points which are no way relevant to our data of interest. Okay. So data cleansing means noise and inconsistent data removal step. Clear? So after data cleansing, we come to the step data integration. Okay, so integration means combining. Okay, so here in this step, multiple data sources are combined. As you know, we may have those different data points or different data from different sources, like your normal RDBMS, like your Excel sheet, or some hard copy based data analysis process, hard copy based data are generated. Okay, so from different sources you are having those data collection, isn't it? So in data integrations, you need to combine those multiple data sources. Clear? Multiple data sources are combined in data integration. Then next step is data selection. And in this step, data relevant to the analysis tasks are retrieved from the database. You know, from multiple data sources, we have combined those different data. Now, all those data are not relevant for us. So in data selection, we are going to select only those data they are important, or I can say they are relevant to our current analysis tasks. Clear? Then data transformation. Data transformation means what? Here data is transformed or consolidated into forms appropriate for mining by performing summary or aggregation operations. Well, this may not be very clear to you, so I am giving you an example. What happens, suppose you have collected data for suppose weight data. Okay, so weight may be in kilogram or weight may be in pounds. But you know that if we have collected those data and if we are going to perform some analysis, and then what will happen? Those data are mixture of two different units. If we apply the technique of data analysis in those data, then obviously our result will not be accurate because your kilogram data is different and your pound data is different. So we need to convert them into one particular form or one particular unit, like kg or kilogram or like pound, only one. So in that way only it will be appropriate for the other analysis techniques to be performed on it. Clear? So that's why in data transformation step, data is transformed or consolidated into the forms appropriate for our mining techniques. Clear? Now, this step after the data transformation step means after we convert our data that is being collected from multiple sources and that is being selected, or I can say only the relevant data for our current analysis tasks are selected, and then we transform it into one particular unit, then only we have the data mining task. And in this step, intelligence methods are applied in order to extract the data patterns. So in data mining, we have different intelligent methods. What are those intelligent methods? We'll cover in the coming classes. So you don't need to worry about that. But currently, just remember that I am using the term intelligence. Why intelligent? Because of course they will act intelligently to find out the hidden patterns from those data we have collected. Okay, so in the data mining step, intelligence methods are applied in order to extract data patterns. Then, as we have the patterns with us, the next step is the pattern evaluation step. And here, the patterns, these data patterns are evaluated. Then, knowledge presentation. As soon as you evaluate these data patterns, means then you have to now represent those patterns into some meaningful form or into some useful form. Then only they will turn into what? Knowledge. What exactly we seek for. So knowledge is represented after pattern evaluation step, and this is the last step where we have our goal, that is we have transformed those irrelevant data collected from different sources into some meaningful patterns and also useful, and this is exactly our knowledge. So you have seen that in the data mining as a knowledge discovery process, we have several steps like data cleaning, data integration, data selection, data transformation, data mining, pattern evaluation, then knowledge representations. Well, this will be represented through a diagram. You can take a screenshot of this page. So you'll see that this database, the steps are represented like this: cleaning and integration, selection and transformation, then data mining, then patterns, evaluation of the patterns, and ultimately we have the knowledge. So different sources like databases, flat files, from those we have collected the data through integration, and then we clean the data, then selection of the relevant data take place, and then we convert into one particular form so that these different data mining techniques can be applied on them. And after applying those intelligent data mining techniques, we'll have patterns, and then we'll evaluate the pattern based on some metrics, that whether these patterns are useful for us or not, or whether these are the patterns that we are looking for. And after these patterns being evaluated, then we will try to represent it in some meaningful forms, and they are nothing but our knowledge. Well, this diagram is clear to you. So this is what data mining as a KDD process, knowledge discovery in the database. So do remember that KDD stands for knowledge discovery in database. Clear? So we have covered the definition of data mining and important process involved in the data mining, and most importantly, data mining as a knowledge discovery in database process, where we have seen the different steps like data cleaning and data integration, data selection, data transformation, data mining, pattern evaluation, knowledge representation. And this diagram, this is clearly representing all the steps. So I hope these topics are very clear to you now. So let's test for a question. So today's question is, the term KDD stands for. I'm repeating again. The term KDD stands for what? You need to comment your answer. So guys, so if you like this lecture, then do like it, and also subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and share with your friends so that they will also get benefited from this. So we'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye bye.